Hello everybody, it's Tsuki and welcome back to the Let's Play. So, we are literally continuing off where we left off in the last video. Before that, let's sort this because it's bothering me. Also do that as well. And the next thing on our list that we're going to do for tonight is actually... do I actually want to reapply that? You know, I'm just going to leave it off because we're going to be doing some quests anyway. Not going to be really fighting a whole lot, so I'm just going to leave it off. But anyways, what we are going to be doing for today is actually finishing up the Lancer questline. Now, I did decide I'm not going to bother unlocking Dragoon, because to unlock Dragoon, I'm actually going to need Marauder to 15, I believe. And there's really no point on unlocking Dragoon to level it a whole, like, 4 levels, which is all I'm really going to plan to take Dragoon to anyway. Just to get Blood for Blood as a cross-class ability for Ninja. Oh my god, what is all this stuff? Oh yes, that's unlocking Ventures, that's unlocking Deep Dungeon, that's unlocking something. I think that just unlocks one of the gates. Like the White Lotus Gate or something like that. From the 8th right, I mean. Yeah, that's all it is really. The White Wolf Gate, there we go. So let's do this real quick. It's real fast anyway. Anyways, as I was saying, I decided I'm not going to unlock Dragoon because I'm just going to take it to 34 anyway. There are benefits to unlocking a job other than obviously unlocking the job questline as well as all the job abilities that come with it. You also get like an increase to your stats, like the main stats for whatever job it happens to be. So I am missing out on those stats for a bit, but I'm really only planning to do like maybe a leveling roulette or two. Yeah, we'll leave that for later. I really only plan to do a leveling roulette or two, and maybe like some Grand Company leaves on this character. Really, that's really it. So, in fact, I do have the level 30 Guild Hest now. Although I think I'll just do that on my rogue slash ninja. So anyways, let's head to the Lancers Guild and let's finish up this Lancer questline. And I don't know, I might do like a long video where I just grind out levels on Lancer, but I'm already going to be grinding out levels on Rogue on video anyway. So I don't know if you guys actually want to see that. Probably not. So I might just do that off screen and just level up Rogue starting in the next video. We shall see what I decide on. Yeah, so this is actually the level 25 quest. We saved it for this video, so we could just do this and the last quest at level 30. So yeah. Also, this this quest name is absolutely amazing. I think I'm going to actually name the video that too. Questions and Lancers. There are quite a few clever play on words and puns. All courtesy of our localization team for the English version of the game. Thank you, localization team. Never change, never change. So might as well test out this this mount. Actually, I haven't used it before this point, so I would love to see how this thing flies. Yeah, no thanks. I'm going to skip out on all those fates. Thank you very much. Not interested. Creatures of the night, which we are to vanquish. Alright. Let's get that off my bar. I'm still just using grilled trout. I don't know. I feel like I should probably pick up some of those, that crit food. We'll be heading to the South Shroud eventually, so that's probably when I'll pick it up. I'm looking forward to what foods I can actually get from the new Stormblood areas. From vendors itself. Because when I'm just doing basic content, you know, regular duty roulettes and stuff like that, I just use regular vendor food. Before Heavensward came out, I used to just use the crit food, which I don't actually know what it's called off the top of my head. Like some sort of egg, I think, like some sort of custard or something like that. It was basically just like 6 crit, some vit, and like skill speed or something like that. And then when Heavensward came out, you can actually buy some food from one of the vendors in the town in Ishgard. Spoiler alert, I guess. We go to Ishgard in the expansion. You probably would figure that out on your own. Anyway, just reading up on stuff. But, you know, it's pretty hard to hide that spoiler anyway, so. But yeah, from one of the vendors in Ishgard, you can actually pick up butter mushroom saute, which is like 10 determination, a little bit of crit, I think, and some vit. Which is what I've been using as my more casual food since then. So I'm really looking forward to what we can buy in these Stormblood areas. Maybe we'll be able to buy like, what was the food everybody loved to use back in 2.0? I made a ton of them, but I'm forgetting what it's called. It was like just a crit food. I totally forgot what it was called though. Actually, we are heading to there by Scrooge Jewelers. Wow, look at that. I'm actually gonna just teleport to Camp Tranquil. Oh man, what is that food called? It is escaping my memory. And it's really bothering me now. So fun fact, if we actually go down, we'll head to Acer Danland. Back when I was really cheap about my teleport cost, I would actually run through the Shroud, through Central Danland, and through Danland to Central, or through Eastern Danland, from Eastern to Central Danland, and into Ul'dah. That was how cheap I was. I would not spend money on teleports, or even the airship, because the airship back then used to cost 200 instead of 120. I would not spend the gil, and I would actually spend like 5 minutes walking, or riding my chocobo through the Shroud and through Thanalan just to get in between Gridania and Ul'dah. That's how cheap I was back then. Now I have like millions of gil, but you know, honestly, you can easily make like 100 or 50k to 100,000 gil depending on what you do each day, just from doing daily stuff if you really put in the effort and time to do it. So that being said, I am not thrilled for how high teleport costs are probably going to end up being in the expansion. Mustard eggs, so those what it's called. So I'm gonna pick up I don't know. We're probably not even gonna use it all, so 30. Pick up 30 of that. Dried plumes, or dried plums. Did I just say prunes? So dried plums is also a good food if you're on healer or black mage. That's another good food to use. Although mustard eggs universally good because, you know, crit is basically a #1 secondary stat for most DPS jobs and tanks as well. I feel like that food had something to do with mushrooms. That's all I remember. Man, it is killing me. I remember I made like so many of those too. like for myself and for my free company, back when we actually used to raid. I haven't raided since like second coil. I really would like to get back into raiding, but there is a reason why I kind of stopped raiding, and maybe I'll make a video about that because I know I get a lot of people asking me if I raid anymore, and they get surprised and sometimes even upset when I say that I don't. I'll be completely honest, I've kind of been tuning out what's been going on through this quest because Falquaz isn't actually involved in this one, so yeah, just kind of not paying attention that much. My bad. Plus, I'm basically trying to figure out what the frick that food's called. I'm gonna have to go to the market board later and look it up. I swear. When's the trial? Okay, where is this? Where's the bopping cork? North Shroud, huh? Ah, yes, I haven't gone to Falkroad before yet. Alright, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to take a sneak peek at the market board. Otherwise, this is going to bother me for the rest of the video, and I'm not gonna be able to concentrate. I swear, it has something to do with mushrooms. It's not the blanket, is it? I'm pretty sure not. I'm pretty sure that's like Heaven's Word food. I know lava toad legs used to be pretty popular too, if you couldn't hit the accuracy cap. I swear it's like mushrooms and something, or something in mushrooms, something like that. Because I vaguely recall gathering like button mushrooms to make it or something. Let's check it out. Let us check it out. We didn't pass it, did we? Lentils and chestnuts. This is... I'm pretty sure we're going to need this particular food for a quest later, so I'm gonna check to see if I can buy that later. So yeah, button mushroom saute. This is what I end up using. Buttons in a blanket. It was the blanket. I knew it. I knew it. Button mushroom saute. So this is what I use for what am I trying to say? Casual food going into Heaven's Word content. This is what I used to use, or I'm still using it. And yeah. There we go. And then the mustard eggs or whatever is what I used to use pre-Heaven's Word. Mender, why not? It's always a good idea to stay on top of that. Yeah. We're gonna need this for one of the main story quests later on. When we're actually questing in the North Shroud, one of the NPCs will ask for that. And there's no NPCs nearby, I believe, that actually sells that. So you'd have to make a track back to Gridania to buy it in case you didn't have it on you at the time. So, bit of pre-planning. Staying on top of things. Ah, man. I could use a shower and some food right now. Wow, it is pouring out here. Let's use our behemoth. Man. Man, I thought the drought chocobo could eat me alive. This thing probably would if it got the chance. Like, this thing's scarier than the war bear. Now, unfortunately, like, I don't really use this mount very often, as cool as it is. I also like how we sit on it. We look like a freaking like an empress or a queen on it. It's amazing. Yeah, but I don't really use my behemoth mount very often just because it can't fly. It can't fly, so I don't actually have mounts that can't fly usually on my hotbars. So same problem with my warbear as well, which is the mount you get for 200 8-man party raids on warrior. Also really close to both my Black Panther and what's the other one? The War Lion as well. Honestly, if I just did a few Alexander normal runs, I'd probably have my War Lion. What's up, dude? Alright. Let's use the Griffin this time. Griffin's actually one of my favorite mounts, but it's a very simple mount, and a lot of people have it because, you know, it wasn't that hard to get anyway. You just had to get the collector's edition of Heavensward. But it's definitely one of my favorite mounts. It just, I don't know, it looks really cool. Also like the sort of the pounding as it just kind of tramples over the ground. The thumping. It's very satisfying. A lot of the other mounts are really either really slow or like the Chocobo are like really light-footed. Or don't even don't even have feet like the egg or the Ariman. Another mount that I really like is the like the bomb chariot that you get from the Kobold Beast quest or Beast Tribe quest. Definitely one of my favorite mounts there as well. As well as the Archon drone, which 750 MGP. Still quite a ways away from that, which reminds me, I think we still have our mini Cacbot to do today, so. Alright. So what are the mounts I really like? Any of the birds from the Extreme Primals in Heavensward are really nice, although I've only ever gotten the Lantern from Bismarck. I didn't do a whole lot of the Extreme Primals back when they were fresh, so it's kind of hard getting a party together to get through them now. I do really want the Sophia one. I think that one's that one and the Severant one, because Severant one is pink, but Sophia one, I gotta have that Sophia one. If anything else, I will be able to save up my goddess totems to eventually buy that one, because I have like 60 totems that I've just kind of saved up from all of the Sophia runs I did back in the 3.4, I think. Was it 3.4 or 3. No, it's 3.3. No, it was 3.4 because 3.3 was Revenge of the Horde. Yeah, 3.4. Basically just ignoring anything that isn't actually my quests. So let's skedaddle. I wonder if the Wood Whaler here is gonna attack this golem. It is. Oh, golem ran away. I remember when this place was packed back when you had to go for second coil. Back in the good old days. Wait, what? Ah, crap. I have to actually throw them on some campfire? You can tell just how much I'm paying attention to this quest line. I'm just busy conjuring up stories and my mount preferences to actually pay attention to the quest. It's a pretty uninteresting quest, to be honest. Next quest, the actual finale to the Lancer quest line, is when some more interesting stuff happens. Oh man, we're actually gonna have to fight these things, aren't we? Oh, they're actually really slow, never mind. Oh, so we got a big ass balloon this time. And the Yarzon did not de-aggro, so this just got a little more interesting. Let's stun this, please. Yeah, let's kill this first, actually. I say first, but in all actuality, we're probably just gonna kill this and then run away. In fact, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Now, unfortunately, until it de-aggros, we can't actually get on our mount to get there faster, but I mean, it doesn't really matter if you just keep aggroing everything. Besides, I do think sprinting is actually faster than riding a ground mount. It's very slightly faster. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've been beaten by people sprinting before. The only thing is, obviously, you have a limited amount of time to sprint since it uses TP. Whereas you can consistently go at ground mount pace. Although I do think in one of the live letters, the more recent live letters, they did say they're going to be increasing ground mount speed in Stormblood, so that'll be nice, I guess. Yeah, it's still going on about Courage, huh? Ah, alright, well, we'll just teleport there. Because I am lazy. I like how I went through all this trouble back to like save Gil, and now I'm just starting to teleport everywhere. I mean, I've actually accumulated quite a bit of Gil. More Gil than I remember having back when I was leveling characters like pre-Heaven's Word. Like, I haven't done a whole lot of that ult stuff since Heaven's Words came out, really. Like, I remember leveling Summoner for a bit, just because the Summoner AF2 gear was really, really cute. I liked how it looked. But, and then I ended up switching to Dragoon, and then Monk later on, so that totally worked out. And that was Luana, by the way, who I was leveling for Summoner, or toward Summoner. In fact, I did a whole like series, not a whole series. I did like an uncommentated series. I think I mentioned this in one of the previous videos on my adventures on Luana, up to about like level 45-ish when you fight Garuda. That was like the last video I did. Be strong, man. You know, you just figure somebody's out there attacking your disciples. You'd figure this would be the perfect time to not be standing here with your arms crossed doing absolutely nothing and to actually go there yourself, but nah. Send me to go there. I will go and stop him. Thank you very much. Alright, where is this? How convenient, we just unlocked the White Wolf Gate. Okay, now I'm actually getting really hungry, so let's finish this up so I can go eat, yeah? Ooh, duty instance. Ooh, toadstool. Okay, hopefully I lose aggro on it over here because I'm impatient. You better stop. I do not want to fight you. Thank you. So we're also going to get phlebotomized here, which is actually a pretty potent dot. It's going to be very helpful when we're leveling up the last few levels we need for blood for blood. Okay. Well, I'm going to go help him out while you're busy doing that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Keen Flurry, please. Holy crap. Yeah, get those parries off. I actually really like that sound it makes when you parry. Very satisfying. Alright, Keen Flurry swords to shade shift. And also promptly forget that Featherfoot even exists because that crap is pretty much useless. At least on Lancer. On Monk and Pugilist with the enhanced trait and just the native amount of dodge you have on that class, it's actually not terrible, but it's still not reliable in any sense. Oh man, this gear looks so ugly. I'm stuck wearing it for at least like 5 levels. Why can't we have unlocked glamour like at like level 30? Oh, one of my free company members logged in. Did not notice that. North Shroud now. Oh man, I didn't attune to. I was standing right there. I passed the freaking Aetheryte like at least like 3 or 4 times, and I didn't. Wow. Well, actually, we don't even need to. The gate's like right here. Man, I was consider doing like a leveling roulette too on this character. But I am way too hungry for that now. Alright, this time let's make sure to grab the Aetheryte. Seriously, Tsuki, what are you doing? I think doing this quest in the rain's pretty fitting. Let's hope it keeps raining. Like, this isn't even normal rain, it's like freaking showers. Oh man, this reminds me of when you needed to have it raining in like Eastern Danalan to get one of the sightseeing logs done for like the original like 80. I honestly I still can't believe this was like, when was this? I think this was like in Heavensward, waiting for that really long like 4-month period for in between Heavensward and 3.1 that I did this, but I spent like a few days doing nothing but the original 80 sightseeing logs, and it was just really annoying. I honestly don't I don't even believe that I actually had the patience to sit through that and actually get it done. Oh goodness. Speaking of squadron, I have not messed on my squadrons in forever. I didn't even bother on any of my alt characters. But I maxed out my squadrons, and I used them for like two weeks to get like the weekly stuff, and then I just kind of just didn't even bother doing it after that, just because I don't know. It's not even that difficult. You just have to go over there, queue up their missions, and that's it. But I don't know. And of course, when we actually get to the duty instance, it stops raining. In fact, it is sunny as hell. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to queue up the instance while we have aggro, so we're actually going to need to kill this. So there's Falquas or Falcus. The more that I say Falquas, the more I'm beginning to think it's actually pronounced Falcus. And it looks like all of these Lancers are dead. Like, there's no way that they're alive. They're dead. Ooh, somebody's mad. So yeah, some dark stuff going on in this guy's past. I don't think we actually ever talked to the people who ended up. Well, he says betrays, but it's more like they didn't confess to their crimes. I guess they technically did betray him and turn against him. So. I am going to pause this fight, Russus. I like how I'm sitting here typing, talking to my free company, while I'm just sitting here getting mauled down by him. That's how seriously I'm taking this fight. Alright, let's get real here. Yeah, I actually really like Falcus as a character. I think he was one of the more interesting Guild Quest characters that you'll come across in these class quests involving the normal class guilds, and even the job quest lines. Some of them are kind of bland. Like, I wasn't, despite the fact that Bard's like my favorite job in the game for the moment. If they ever add Dancer, then that will change, or, you know, maybe I'll like Samurai and Red Mage, even though I'm not particularly excited for those jobs like everybody else is. But yeah. despite the fact that it's my favorite job, I thought the class or the job quests for 30 to 50 were kind of bland. I much prefer the normal archer quest line. Come on now. Stop with your stupid ice. I wish I had that. Okay, you really need to stop just throwing ice everywhere. I'm about to just stand in the ice, to be honest. Ooh, lagging a bit. That's not good. And he unfortunately falls, presumably to his death. I know there's some dead NPCs who end up showing back up. I say that with quotations marks, uh, but they'll show up in like the Palace of the Dead, like as just kind of like NPC enemies just kind of wandering around, and it'll be completely random if you ever happen to come across any of them. But I've never actually seen Falcus myself in there, although I have done Palace of the Dead very minimally. I will say that. Alright. Take the silver pieces, thank you very much. I do not need any more of this ugly ass toad skin gear. And we got Phlebotomize, one of the most powerful dots in the game. Although a lot of Lancer's abilities are pretty much the highest potency in the game, so it's not really that much of a surprise. So really good dot. So let's see, it's 8 ticks times 30, so that's what? 240? Yeah. Yeah, so 240 over 170, so that's what's 410 potency overall, so pretty decent. Since full thrust is only 360, so it's a pretty powerful dot. So yeah, glad we have that in our arsenal now. Definitely gonna help make the leveling process for the next 3 2/3 of a quarter levels left that we have to get on this class. So we shall see about that sometime later, hopefully. I'm not sure. But yeah, that was all we really set out to do in this video. So we finished up the Lancer quests. I do believe had we be interested in it, we could talk to him and actually get the quest to unlock Dragoon. I don't know if we can. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we can, because we need Marauder to level 15 in order to do it, I do believe. No? Huh, that's odd. Maybe it only shows up if we have the requirements. I'm pretty sure that's not right. I don't know. Huh. Well, in any case, we're not going to be unlocking Dragoon anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, we're just going to stick with Lancer until we get to 34, and then focus all of our efforts on Rogue and eventually Ninja. So look forward to that. And that's going to be it for this video. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the conclusion to the Lancer questline. And I will see you all in the next video. Not entirely sure what we're going to be doing then. But you'll see when, well, you'll see in the next video. Till then, thank you all for watching. Sayonara. Bye-bye.